Hey folks, I'm Allie Rogers and welcome to today's edition of Death Valley Live. It's Clemson and Florida State, and I really don't think I need to say much more. ESPN College Game Day is back on campus for the second time this season, and the entire college football world has been eagerly anticipating this game all week. Here with a look at the Seminoles is Alexia Grevious.
For the 27th time, the Tigers and the Seminoles meet on the gridiron. While FSU leads the overall series, Clemson has won 6 of the last 10 games, including the last 5 played in Death Valley. The rivalry between Clemson and Florida State has its roots from some classical showdowns back in the 1980s, but the series really took off when the first Bowden Bowl happened here in Clemson in 1999. Over 86,000 fans jammed into Memorial Stadium for the father versus son showdown. The Tigers prevailed in 2003 thanks to the passing combination of Charlie Whitehurst and Derek Hamilton. In 2005, Charlie Whitehurst was still at quarterback, but this time was throwing to Chancey Stuckey and leading the Tigers to victory. In 2007, it was the ground game that led the way as James Davis led the Tigers to victory on that Labor Day night. Clemson once again prevailed at home in 2009. C.J. Spiller put on a show for the ages with 312 all-purpose yards and leading the Tigers to a 16-point victory. And the last time the Tigers played FSU in Death Valley, Clemson came out on top 35-30 as the defense ended the contest with a big sack. This is just the 9th time in the series' history that the Tigers and Seminoles have been ranked in the top 25 of the AP poll. The last time was in 2011. Let's hope we get the victory like we did back then.
Thanks, Alexia. If you don't know, the month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Today's game will be the first ever breast cancer awareness game here at Clemson University. I'm sure you've seen the pink gloves, shoes, and towels sported by NFL players in the games this month. But the Tigers will be sporting their pink tonight. Here with a look at some of the pink gear is Katie Barnes.
Hey everyone, I'm here with DJ Gordon, the Assistant Director of Equipment for Clemson Football. He's going to tell us a little bit about the pink spread that we have here today for the Florida State football game.
As you can see right here, we have the stuff we're going to wear this week. This is our coach's shoe this week. It's a special made Nike Free that we're going to wear on the sideline. All our coaches will be in those. We also have all our different gloves, our offensive lineman gloves, our skill and our linebacker gloves. We also have our quarterback towels, our elbow sleeves, wristbands, and skull caps. And one of the kind of things that's neat about this is a lot of guys on this team or in this program have had instances where they've been involved with someone who's had breast cancer, so they can dedicate their towels or the wristbands to those people by writing them in Sharpie. So it's kind of a cool way to kind of incorporate that into the game. So.
So basically it means something special to every single man on the team. What does it mean especially for Dabo and his family? Well,
especially for Coach Swinney with his wife, and you know, it's with their entire family. It's been something that's been very important to them, and it's been something that they've kind of really brought into the program. It's kind of been a theme that they've had, especially with the ladies' clinic and that sort of thing. And now with this game here and the Wake Forest game last year, it's been really important to them. So it's a good way to kind of get breast cancer awareness out there.
Right. Do you think it will be especially huge just because it's the Florida State game and everyone's going to be watching it?
Yeah, I mean, our guys, anytime they get something new, they get excited about it. So especially when it's something outlandish and pink and that sort of thing, they get excited about it. So they've all kind of come in and seen us getting some of the stuff ready, so they get excited about it. And it's always interesting to see their faces when they see something new in the equipment room. So it's good.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks, Katie. Coach Swinney and his wife, Kathleen, have done such a wonderful job in helping in the fight against breast cancer through their All In Foundation, and we are all certainly looking forward to a day when we do find a cure. And speaking of looking forward, if you've ever been a student here at Clemson, you know that part of planning for a game as big as today's is waiting in that long line for a ticket. So we sent Jessica Jefferson out to talk to some of the students waiting in that line about what they are most looking forward to for today's game.
With the short week with school, most of these students are out here getting their tickets for this week's most anticipated matchup. You look like you're a guy that's very into like athletics. Are you going to College Game Day?
Of course. I'll be out there probably 7 o'clock in the morning and get a nice coffee in and pull the all-day thing and get into the game probably an hour early, something like that.
All right, so you making a sign for College Game Day?
Yeah, we're working on it. Not exactly set on one thing yet, but we're still coming up with something.
What kind of ideas are you throwing out there for your son?
It'll be something that draws some attention for sure. Probably something that not makes fun of, but has a play on something with Florida State. So we'll see.
I was excited for Georgia game. That was pretty awesome. Just glad that this is a top 5 matchup in South Carolina and game day again. So, you know, you can't get much more than that. So 2 game days in a season. So, you know.
So we have a pretty mature quarterback. What are you excited to see him to do on the field, all that stuff? Because a lot of people are comparing the 2 quarterbacks. So with Taj being a little bit more mature and having a little bit more under his belt, what are you excited about?
I think his maturity is going to lend itself really well to pick apart the FSU defense, because FSU had a ton of NFL talent leave last year, and the fact that he's mature and has played FSU, this will be his 4th time playing them. I think the prior knowledge and handling big games like Georgia and the FSU game last year will just benefit Clemson much, much better than the freshman quarterback over on the other sideline.
Did you skip class?
Yes.
You did skip class?
Yes, my 11:15.
Okay. So you want a lower deck ticket, I'm assuming?
I want a lower deck or a hill. I'll be fine with the hill.
All right, so we're number 3 in the country. FSU's number 5. What are you excited about?
Just like this is the biggest game of our season, like the biggest game that's been yet. So I'm excited to see how Clemson's gonna like respond to the stress.
This is my 2nd time in line. I camped out early, and then I've got some junior friends and stuff like that. Like I transferred a ticket to my ID for somebody else. So just all in, baby, all in all the time.
All in, all the time is always the way it should be. Well, that's our preview for today. I hope you all have made plans to be here either in Death Valley tonight or in front of the TV at 8 p.m. when ABC begins their broadcast of the game. This game will be one for the record books. As we close out our show for the day, may I say, go Tigers. This has been Death Valley Live, and here's a look back at last week's victory over Boston College.
Roderick McDowell makes a move and he's in the open field. McDowell all the way to the 50-yard line before he's brought down by Dominique Williams.
I tell you, the move he put on Bryce Jones is going to be in the highlight package.
4-man rush. Reddick still under pressure. Flag down. And Reddick down. Reddick with the pocket collapsing. Goes down. Back at the 45. Taj Boyd under pressure. Calmly avoids a sack. Dancing in the pocket. How does he make it look so easy?
3rd and 23 from the 11. They'll give it to Williams. Looks for room left side. He's hit, and he's going to be swarmed on for a loss.
Down the sideline goes Taj Boyd. He's got Martavis Bryant. Well protected. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Taj Boyd, jump ball. Seconder makes the catch.
Trust in your receivers.
He's got the pitch man, and there's not much room for Miles Willis. Bullying one over the middle is Taj Boyd.
When you thinking about summertime, I'm thinking about the winter. When you thinking about breakfast, I'm heating up my dinner.
Big hit down the sideline. Adam Humphries makes the catch.
God is my witness. Witness pin, I'm insane. Yep.
Reddick in trouble, no chance. Sack back at the 26.
You rock, but where the hell your chain at? Guess it's something like that.
Reddick goes there with a shovel pass. That's intercepted. Deflected into the arms of Corin Wiggins.
The cloth from which we came, eating them is not the same. It's like we all headed to Spain. They took the
quarterback run for Taj Boyd. Up the middle, at the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson.
I'm on that floor, just boy, stick to your day job. Said you was hot when they lied. Is that your gear? Well, I just G to know.
Reddick trying to extend the play. Lost the football. It's picked up. Vic Beasley has a touchdown.
I got that flame, so don't worry about my name. I gotta say it.
Boston College comes with a blitz. Boyd looking for a touchdown to Watkins. He's got it!
Who that? I got that flame. Who that? I got that flame, so don't worry about my name. I gotta say it. Who that? Cold word.